I want to see those bat nets. Get out the bat nets. We got to use those bat nets. Let's go.
The mosquitoes are coming. We've got to be prepared. If we protect ourselves, we don't have to be scared. The mosquitoes are coming. We've got to be prepared. If we protect ourselves, we don't have to be scared. The mosquitoes are coming. The mosquitoes are coming. The mosquitoes are coming. Yeah. The mosquitoes are coming. The mosquitoes are coming. The mosquitoes are coming. The mosquitoes. The mosquitoes.
The Mosquito Army is closing in. We must protect ourselves throughout the night. Don't look so worried. I know we can win if we work together to do it right. We have all the tools that we need. Bed net screens and residual sprays. We will stop malaria before it starts and drive the Mosquito Army away.
The mosquitoes are coming.
Let me hear you shout.
The mosquitoes are coming.
Get your bed nets out.
The mosquitoes are coming.
Let me hear you shout.
The mosquitoes are coming.
Get your bed nets out. If sometimes one makes it through and manages to get in a bite, you get a fever and be feeling blue, feeling hot and cold through the night. But don't just take any medication. The hospital's the place to go to get tested, so the treatment's right. The doc is the one who will know.
The mosquitoes are coming.
If you're feeling ill,
the mosquitoes are coming.
Don't just take a pill.
The mosquitoes are coming.
Pay the doctor a visit.
The mosquitoes are coming.
So that he can cure it.
The mosquitoes are coming.
Let's protect ourselves.
The mosquitoes are coming.
Let's protect our health.
The mosquitoes are coming.
Let me hear you shout.
The mosquitoes are coming.
Get your bed nets out. Yeah.
Number in his path. The crocodile will infected that one. He still will poke the lesser one. The crocodile will infected that one. He still will poke the lesser one. 1 is greater than 0. 0 is less than 1. The crocodile will infect number 1. He still will poke the number 0. 2 is greater than 1. And 1 is less than 2. The crocodile will eat the number 2. He still will poke the number 1. He still will poke the number 1. He still will poke the number 1. He still will poke the number.
How can I grow? How do I grow? How can I grow? How do I grow? In order to grow, what should I do? Eat a balanced diet of all the foods. These include all the different groups, like carbohydrates, vitamins too. Don't forget to add the protein group. Water to drink that's safe for you. Find daily exercises to do. Clean your surroundings and body too. Get enough sleep is good for you. How can I grow? How do I grow? How can I grow? How do I grow? How can I grow? How do I grow? How can I grow? How do I grow?
Carbohydrates. They are so nice. They are in maize, millet, cassava and rice. But you need more than that. Don't you see? To grow strong just like me, Uncle T. Protein is important to keep you lean. You can find it in meat, eggs, fish, and beans. All of these are good for your growth. You need them every day, I say. Every day. Fats are important for energy. But you don't eat too much, don't you see? Only a little bit of here and there instead, like in oil and nuts and butter on your bread. Vitamins, you don't need a lot, but you need all of them, I'm telling you now. They're in food with colors orange, green, and red. Tangerines, tomato, carrots, and not bread. Do you want to grow? Then you must know, eat good food. I'm telling you. Hey. Oh, ho.
In order to grow, what should I do? Eat a balanced diet of all the foods. These include all the different groups. Fat, carbohydrates, vitamins too. Don't forget to add the protein group. Water to drink that's safe for you. Find daily exercises to do. Clean your surroundings and body too. Get enough sleep is good for you. How can I grow? How do I grow? How can I grow? How do I grow? How can I grow? How do I grow?
Measurements. 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 Measurements.
Measurements.
Measurements.
Measurements of length.
Measurements.
Measurement of width.
Measurements.
And measurement of height.
Measurements.
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 Measurements of length.
Measurements.
Measurement of width.
Measurements.
And measurement of height.
Measurements.
There are a lot of measurements I'm talking about here. There are millimeters, centimeters, even meters. There are still some more you will learn later on. Measurements are used to compare and differentiate. Just use them for everything that you'll need. Don't be surprised, they will all work indeed. Rats and elephant tails have been used. It doesn't stop there, even pea pods too. Why are you laughing? Please don't laugh. When there's a will, there's a way, I say. Measurements.
Measurements.
Measurements of length.
Measurements.
Measurement of width.
Measurements.
And measurement of height.
Measurements.
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 Measurements of length.
Measurements.
Measurement of width.
Measurements.
And measurement of height.
Measurements.
There are a lot of measurements I'm talking about here. I repeat again, there are different types of measurements I'm talking about here. Ruler is used to measure length. I think everybody knows about this. Even your feet, step by step. I repeat to say, step by step. In the village, they measure farms of 1 acre by 70 feet wide and 70 feet long. They distribute farms, even selling them too. There's no argument when measurements are used. Measurements.
Measurements.
Measurements of length.
Measurements.
Measurement of width.
Measurements.
And measurement of height.
Measurements.
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 Measurements of length.
Measurements.
Measurement of width.
Measurements.
And measurement of height.
Measurements.
Measurements.
Measurements. Measurements. Measurements. Measurements. Measurements. Measurements.
The body has lots of different systems.
Each of them doing something different.
The body has lots of different systems.
Each of them doing something different.
I agree. I don't argue. We have a lot of different systems. All are working together one by one and helping each other. That's why we are alive with no worries. That's why we are alive with no worries.
The body has lots of different systems.
Each of them doing something different.
The body has lots of different systems.
Each of them doing something different.
Let me tell you something about the blood circulatory system. Blood is the liquid that is inside of your body. This is a basic science. No secret, I'm telling you. I want you to understand this song of mine to you. Blood circulates around the body carefully. The heart pumps it out. This is important to know. When the heart pumps, the blood circulates. Do you know how? Through the arteries and veins. I believe now you understand, and now you know. I believe you understand, and now that you know.
The body has lots of different systems.
Each of them doing something different.
The body has lots of different systems.
Each of them doing something different.
Please ask yourself, what does the blood do? It brings oxygen to all your body organs. It doesn't stop there. Listen to this part too. It also takes carbon dioxide out of your organs. I understand science, very, very well. No competitions. Who wants to compete with me?
The body has lots of defense systems.
Each of them doing something different.
The body has lots of defense systems.
Each of them doing something different.
You know what? There are so many different systems in your body. Let me tell you about some of them. Listen carefully. There's digestive system for food in your body. There's respiratory system for air through your body. It helps you to breathe oxygen in, carbon dioxide out. That's why you can breathe nicely. You see, no doubt. There's endocrine system, which includes your brain. The nervous system, controlling everything. The reproductive system, also in your body. The skeletal and muscular system, helping you up. The urinary system, taking toxic out. The lymphatic system, keeping you healthy and alive.
The body has lots of defense systems.
Each of them doing something different.
The body has lots of defense systems.
Each of them doing something different.
The body has lots of defense systems.
Each of them doing something different.
The body has lots of defense systems.
Each of them doing something different.
A problem has occurred. Really, I'm telling you. We all gathered here to solve this problem. We work as a team. Who disagrees? We don't have to hesitate in creating our own musical instruments. Everybody will be amazed. We are making history. When the music comes out, everyone will be so proud. We ask ourselves some questions to find the solutions. We will find the right instruments to bring the vibrations. I won't spare you the details. I'll tell you what the instruments are. It's a bucket, rubber band, and beans too. When the vibrations comes out, they move in the air. Everybody knows now, and that's what it means.
By air, vibrations cause the air to move and this creates a sound. By air, vibrations cause the air to move and this creates a sound. Vibrations move through the air, which creates a sound. Vibrations move through the air, which creates a sound. What happens when the air vibrates? It results in sound waves. What happens when the air vibrates? It results in sound waves. What can you hear right now? We can hear the sound. What can you hear right now? We can hear the sound. What can you hear right now? We can hear the sound. What can you hear right now? We can hear the sound. With sound moving through the air. Beautiful music playing. Beautiful music playing.
You know, Uncle T,
Tell me,
additions and carrying over is easy.
is it? Tell me more.
Addition with carrying now. Follow the order.
Follow the order.
Of place, values, ones and tens, hundreds and thousands.
Thousands.
Addition with carrying now. Follow the order.
Follow the order.
Of place, values, ones and tens, hundreds and thousands.
Now listen carefully. There's no rush. Just understand the grouping method used. When additions need carrying, please listen carefully. Now open your eyes, please. Write 29. Write another 9. Under the 29, you see 2 place values, 10s and 1s. You see the number 2, this is place value 10. So we have 2 in 10s, that's altogether 20. The number 9 is in place value 1s. Don't be surprised, means there are 9 1s. Now let's add using this example. Start with 1s. 9 plus 9, how much do you get? This is so much fun. You know what? You get 18. Now write the 8 in the 1s column and then carry the 10 to the 10s column. Now the 10s have increased, now we have 3 10s. Do you understand? It's not that hard. Sing.
Addition with carrying now. Follow the order.
Follow the
of
order.
place, values, ones and tens, hundreds and thousands. Addition with carrying now. Follow the order of place, values, ones and tens, hundreds and thousands. Addition with carrying now. Follow the order of place, values, ones and tens, hundreds and thousands. Addition with carrying now. Follow the order of place, values, ones and tens, hundreds and thousands. Addition
compilation with caring now. Follow the order of place, values, one sentence, hundreds and thousands.
Follow the order.
What does zero mean?
It's just a number that means nothing.
What does zero mean?
It's just a symbol that means nothing. Negative is a number that is less than zero. Negative is a number that is less than zero.
What does zero mean?
It's just a number that means nothing.
What does zero mean?
It's just a number that means nothing. Negative is a number that is less than zero. Negative is a number that is less than zero.
What does zero mean?
It's nothing.
What does zero mean?
I said it's nothing.
I said, what's negative mean?
It's less than zero.
What's negative mean?
Less than zero.
What does zero mean? Okay, what does zero mean?
I said it already.
What's negative mean?
I already told you.
Negative mean? What does zero mean?
Why don't you understand?
What does zero mean? What's negative mean? What?
The negative is less than zero.
Okay.
Zero means nothing. Why don't you understand?
Okay, I get it now. I get it now.
I already
I got
told
it.
you.
Okay.
It's about
Okay, I
time.
get it now. I get
Why
it.
don't you understand? Finally.
Negative is a number that is less than zero. Negative is a number that is less than zero.
Uncle T thinks about mathematics. Are you telling me you don't know what a percentage is? How will you understand things if you don't know what a percentage? Don't worry though, we're gonna fix that right now. Just listen to me. If you say 1/2, that's 1 out of 2. It's 50%, that's what I'm telling you. Cause it's 50 of 100, can't you see? That 1/2 of 100 is just 50. 1/2 is the same as 50%. Now 1/4 is the next one. Tell me what percentage it is. 25%, son. Come on now, did you get it? Okay, I hope you've got it. Percentages are easy. Don't you know it? They are numbers out of 100, portions of it. When you write out of a percentage, use this special sign. It means out of 100, if you know that, you will be fine. Hey, you'll be fine. Sure, you'll be fine. 10% is just 10 out of 100. 20% is just 20 out of 100. Any number with this percentage sign means it's out of 100. Out of 100. They represent a selection out of something unless it's 0%, which just means nothing. Percentages are easy. Don't you know it? They are numbers out of 100. Portions of it. 10% means 1/10. Now you get it? And so 100% just means all of it. What are you wondering? Percentage. Percentages are easy, that's what I'm telling you. It's a number out of 100, that's all you need to do. Percentages are easy, that's what I'm telling you. It's a number out of 100, that's all you need to do.
Mathematics is a language, and the percentages are just another way of saying parts, like fractions and decimals and ratios. If you want 100 out of 100 people say yes, then the agreement is 100%. If 50 out of 100 people say yes, then the agreement is 50%. I just love percentages. I want to know the perimeter of a square. I want to know the perimeter of a rectangle. I want to know the perimeter of a triangle. Perimeter. Peri peri mita mita. Peri peri mita mita. Peri peri mita mita.
Perimeter is a total distance around the shelf, adding all the length of the size of the shelf. The Greek word peri, it means around, and the Greek word meter means to measure. Yes, that's right. We measure around. Now follow this very carefully so you understand. You will know the total length going around the shelf. There's a lot of shapes, some of which I will mention. There's a rectangle, triangle, and also the squares. Now look so that you can truly understand. Let me start with showing you the perimeter of this rectangle. The length and the width have already been placed. Now I start adding this up to know the perimeter. The length value is here, and I add it with the width value. I continue and I add the length here. And I continue to add with the final width here. How much is the perimeter? You know the answer already.
We got 30 meters.
Yes, that's
I
right.
want to know the perimeter of a square. I want to know the perimeter of a rectangle. I want to know the perimeter of a triangle. Peri peri mita mita. Peri peri mita mita. Peri peri mita mita. Peri peri mita mita. Peri peri mita mita.
There's no big problem. I'm telling you, my friends. The rules are in place to make it easier. The perimeter of the rectangle is easy to calculate. What are you waiting for? Just multiply by 2. Do you know why? Let me tell you now. This shape has 4 sides. Each 2 sides are the same. With a rectangle, you can calculate the perimeter by adding the length times width and multiply by 2. There are a lot of shapes. I cannot finish them all. For example, a square. All 4 sides are the same. So you can take the length of one side and multiply by 4. I'm not going to teach you. I know you understand.
Yes, we understand.
Have you really understood?
If this is 6 meters, over here is 6 meters. This is a square shape, so it has 4 equal sides. Since we know the rules, we can get the perimeter. 6 at 6, then we times it by 2.
How much did you get?
24 meters.
That's a perimeter.
Yay, perimeter!
How many squares make up the area? How many squares make up the area? How many squares make up the area? How many squares make up the area?
Area is the space within the shape. Just look and you will see. The space inside the perimeter. Hey, do you see? Every time I'm telling you math communicates, then who disagrees? I think you understand. You should agree with me. Every shape, every place you know has area. Like a field, a wall, even a football pitch. Now listen carefully, let me teach you how to measure it. Look, we can use even a meter stick. To measure the size, then to find the area, we must multiply. Square meter is a measurement unit for the area of the shape. We can also use square centimeters or square kilometers too. Listen carefully, my friend, what I'm telling you. There are so many shapes I can't mention them all. Triangles, circles, rectangles, and squares on this wall. They all have perimeter and area too. And now I'm going to explain very briefly to you. Let me start with the square. It's the same on all sides. The same height, the same width, so you simply multiply.
How many squares make up the area? How many squares make up the area? How many squares make up the area? How many squares make up the area?
Now let's take a look at other shapes too. Like this rectangle right in front of you. Its area is also made up of squares. So to find it, we just count the squares in there. Counting all the squares, you will be sure to get it right, but let's save some time by starting with the height. Count.
1, 2, 3, 4.
You see, now you got 4, but you're not finished yet. There's still some more. Think about the other side of it. This long side here is called the width. Let's do it the same. Count.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
Now we know the height and width. Now let's multiply 4 by 10.
Square meter 40. How many squares make up the area? How many squares make up the area? How many squares make up the area? How many squares make up the area?
to the animal kingdom, animal kingdom. We have adaptations to live in different places. Some live on the land, others live deep in the sea. Let's sing and celebrate our animal diversity. The worms down underground, and the monkeys in the trees, the birds up in the sky, and chameleons on leaves.
We are the fish. It's plain to see we have gills, which we use to breathe. We have shiny scales, but we don't have legs. If we want to have kids, we gotta lay some eggs.
Snakes, crocs, or lizards, we are all reptiles. We are in fish, though our bodies are covered in scales. We lay eggs to have little ones. We get energy from lying in the sun.
Welcome to the animal kingdom, animal kingdom. We have adaptations to live in different places. Some live on the land, others live deep in the sea. Let's sing and celebrate our animal diversity. The worms down underground, and the monkeys in the trees, the birds up in the sky, and chameleons on leaves.
Us birds have feathers, they are beautiful things. We fly up in the sky using our wings. We lay eggs to have babies, not just for cooking. You can tell we're birds just by looking.
We are the mammals, you may be surprised. Even humans are one of our kind. Give birth to babies and make milk to feed them. We all have our place in the animal kingdom.
Welcome to the animal kingdom, animal kingdom. We have adaptations to live in different places. Some live on the land, others live deep in the sea. Let's sing and celebrate our animal diversity. The worms down underground, and the monkeys in the trees, the birds up in the sky, and chameleons on leaves.
Amphibians like us, we truly amaze. During our lives, our bodies change. Our skin is soft and smooth as can be, and near the water is where we like to be. Frogs start our lives inside the pond, then move up to the land where we hop on and on.
Welcome to the animal kingdom, animal kingdom. We have adaptations to live in different places. Some live on the land, others live deep in the sea. Let's sing and celebrate our animal diversity. The worms down underground, and the monkeys in the trees, the birds up in the sky, and chameleons on leaves. Welcome to the animal kingdom, animal kingdom. We have adaptations to live in different places. Some live on the land, others live deep in the sea. Let's sing and celebrate our animal diversity. The worms down underground, and the monkeys in the trees, the birds up in the sky, and chameleons on leaves.
We all have a place in the animal kingdom.
Information's not always true, so kids, you gotta know what to do. You gotta think before you believe something you read or hear or see. Yes, information is not always true, so kids, you gotta know what to do. You gotta think before you believe something you read or hear or see. I'm telling you, it's not easy to know what you should believe, but start by asking yourself these questions, cause it can help.
Who did the information come from? Who? Think about it. Do we trust them? Why did they write it? Why was the information shared to be helpful or nice? Who did the information come from? Who? Think about it. Do we trust them? Why did they write it? Why was the information shared to be helpful or nice?
Koba, you know what? Some people think success is just about achievements. But the real secret is failing. We can learn a lot from our failures. It's the beginning of our new journey to success. You understand, eh? Yeah.
Never give up on your goals. Stick at it, that's grit. If you fail, don't you quit. The secret is to have grit. Never give up on your goals. Stick at it, that's grit. If you fail,
up on your goals. Stick at it, that's grit. If you fail, don't you quit. The secret is to have grit. Never give up on your goals. Stick at it, that's grit. If you fail, don't you quit. The secret is to have grit.
Any task you do, see it through. Studying or laundry, something hard or easy, stick at it. Finish it. That's a grit.
Never give up on your goals. Stick at it, that's grit. If you fail, don't you quit. The secret is to have grit. Never give up on your goals. Stick at it, that's grit. If you fail, don't you quit. The secret is to have grit. Stick at it, that's grit. Stick at it, that's grit.
You know, Uncle D,
Tell me.
subtracting by borrowing is easy.
Sing for them.
When you subtract big numbers, you can borrow.
Tell me.
Place values, ones and tens, hundred and thousands. When you subtract big numbers, you can borrow. Place values, ones and tens, hundred and thousands.
Listen. I'm telling you, it's important to know when subtraction is borrowing. It's easy enough to know. Let me give you the example. Remember this. 36 subtract 9. We want the answer. Let's place them in their correct columns. The 6 belongs to the place value of ones. The 3 belongs to the place value of tens. How much do we subtract?
We subtract 9.
How much do we subtract?
We subtract 9.
Exactly. Let's follow this through. Can we subtract 9 from a 6?
No, we can't.
Come again?
No, we can't.
Come again?
No, we can't.
So what should we do now? What should we do now? Let's remember the place value of 10. I can take 1 10 from there and bring it here to the side of ones with the 6 ones. Now we have 16 ones. So 16 subtract 9.
Now we can do.
Now we have 7 ones. And we took 1 from the tens. So now, how many tens are left?
2 tens are left.
How many tens are
2
left?
tens are left.
We have 2 tens left. It's simple as that. You just follow the rules. 36 subtract 9. You know the answer. The answer is 27. We follow the place values and we got our answer.
When you subtract big numbers, you can borrow. Place values, ones and tens, hundred and thousands. When you subtract big numbers, you can borrow. Place values, ones and tens, hundred and thousands. When you subtract big numbers, you can borrow. Place values, ones and tens, hundred and thousands. When you subtract big numbers, you can borrow. Place values, ones and tens, hundred and thousands.